Hey guys, and welcome to my quest guide for the 2006 Members Quest FairyTale Part 1 Growing Pains. So here are the requirements. Quests required: you will need to have completed Jungle Potion, Lost City and Nature Spirit. Items required: you will need the Draven Staff, which you got in the Lost City quest, or the Lunar Staff if you've done the Lunar Isles. A pair of secateurs. The ones on your tool belt won't work, so make sure you've got the item. And then you'll need 3 or 4 random items which are different for each player. You will find out what they are during the quest. There is also some recommended items on screen, which is just for faster teleports if needed. And enemies to defeat: you will need to defeat a level 68 Tanglefoot. So to start the quest, you will need to head to Draenor Market, just next to the bank, and speak to Martin the Master Gardener. So start with option 2, General Chat. And then choose option 1, Anything I Can Help With, and then click Accept Quest. Keep going through the chat, and at the next selection, choose option 1. Now that I think about it, you're right. So when you finish chatting to him, the next thing we need to do is visit 5 different gardeners near farming patches. So the first one you can run directly to. If you just run to the north and through the cabbage field, just up here. So run through the wall directly north through the cabbage field to the allotment area and speak to Elstan. And choose option 2, are you a member of the group of advanced gardeners? So next, teleport to Catherby. You don't have to do these exact ones, but these are the ones I found the easiest. The only thing you need to remember is that Spirit Tree farmers all count as one farmer, and the farmers in Prif do not work. So each time you go to them, choose option 2 and ask them, are you a member of the group of advanced gardeners? Next, I went to Ardoyne because it is right next to the lodestone. Speak to the gardener and choose option 2 again. Next, I went to Falador. And ran into Falador Park. Speak to the gardener next to the tree patch. Again, choose option 2. And then finally I went to Lumbridge. And again, just to the north of Lodestone is another tree patch. And option 2 again. So when you spoke to the 5th one, it will mention something about fairies. So once you finish going through the chat, head back to Draenor. And we're going to go speak to Martin the Master Gardener again. So head back south from the lodestone to the Draenor Market area. So speak to Martin and choose option 2. Talk about farming problems. Once you've gone through the chat, we need to head to Lumbridge and down into the Lumbridge Swamp. Make sure you have your Draven Staff with you or a Lunar Staff. So head down into the swamp to the building, the little shed in the centre. With your staff equipped, just go in the door and that will teleport you to Xanaris. So when you get into Xanaris, you need to run directly south. So you will see on the map the icon for where the Slayer Master is, and in the house just next to it you will see the Fairy Godfather. So speak to him and choose option 2, where's the Fairy Queen? And keep going through the chat. When you finish talking, head to the northwest towards where the bank is. And just to the north of the bank, there is a building and you will find Fairy Nuff, either inside or outside the building. She's usually outside the door. So speak to her and go through her chat. So when she's finished talking, next we need to head to the Dark Wizard's Tower west of Falador. So a quick way to do this is to use a clan vex if you have one, and then just run to the northwest here. You can also go to the Falador Lodestone and go southwest and climb over the wall. Head inside and go up the staircase. You need to head all the way up as far as you can go and speak to Xandor Horfire. Go through his chat. When that's done, use your clan vex again and teleport back to the portal, or you can also go to Port Sarim. And then we need to speak to Malignius Mortifer. So he is just southeast of the clan camp, or just north of the Port Sarim Lodestone. So when you speak to him, choose option 2, I need help with fighting a Tanglefoot. If you have completed the Swan Song quest, then this option will be option 1. Next we need to head back to Draenor. And we're going to head to Draenor Manor, just to the north, and in the garden to the north of the actual building there is a gravestone we need to dig in. So when you get round the back, just against the northern wall, there is a small cross gravestone. So click on that to dig it. And you will dig up a skull. So next we need to head back to Malignus, so Port Sarim Lodestone or the clan camp. So when you get back, speak to him again and choose option 2. I was asking you about fighting a Tanglefoot. Option 1, again, if you've done Swan Song. And he will ask you to bring some items. So if you go in the quest guide, it will tell you what is asked for. So for me, he needs the pair of secateurs, a red vine worm, a fat snail, and some red spider eggs, and I have to take them to the nature spirit, which is in the Mortmire swamp. So head out and get the items you need. You can pause the video now while you get the items. Then when you're done, head to the Canifis lodestone. So head through Canifis to the southwest. And then when you come to the fence to the southwest of the town, go through the gate into the Mortmire Swamp. So when we get in, we need to head to the Nature Spirit. So just run directly south. When you see the summoning icon on the map, you'll know you've reached the right place. So run to the south of that little island and jump over the bridge. Head inside the grotto tree and speak to the Nature Spirit. Go through the chat. There'll be a small cutscene, and then you'll receive your pair of magic secateurs. Next, you need to head back to Xanaris, so you can use the cosmic teleport on the Wicked Hood if you've got it. If not, then you'll have to go to Lumbridge and head back into the swamp with your Drayman staff and go through the shack. But you need to enter the Shady Grove, which is directly west of the Cosmic Altar. So once you get into the Shady Grove, you need to run through the cave to the large room in the northwest. While you're running, you can equip your magic secateurs. And once they're equipped, you just need to attack the Tanglefoot. It's only level 68 and it is very easy to kill, so it shouldn't take too long. Once that's done, pick up the Queen secateurs. Once you've picked them up, head back through the cave to the way we came in. And we're going to head back into Xanaris. You can also use the Wicked Hood to teleport back out to the altar if you want. Head north through the shortcuts if you've got the agility level. If not, then run all the way around. And we're going to head back up to the Fairy Godfather, who was next to the Slayer Master. So go into the building, speak to the Fairy Godfather, go through the chat, and that will be quest complete. So for completing the quest, you will get 2 quest points, 3,500 farming XP, 2,000 attack XP, 1,000 magic XP, and the magic secateurs you can keep. Now these can also be put on your tool belt, so you can just right click on them and add to your tool belt and they will stay there permanently.